There we go. Hi! My name is Sadiyah, and I'm very excited to be a part of this self-identity. Oh my gosh, I'm honored. Number one, I'm excited and I'm happy. I feel like if I was aware of something like this when I was younger, I would not have made a lot of the same mistakes that I've made and would have went through some of the same challenges that I would have went through. And I'm happy for just the opportunity to share my story and hopefully reach someone out there. I'm 25, and I say that it's a factor because I just now started identifying who I really am. And that's crazy to me. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that's so old. Not old as an age, but for you to know who you are at 25, I feel like I'm late in the game. And I feel like what makes my situation worse, or what did make it worse, in my opinion, was that I was married. I am married, and I have 2 children. And it's like, you're 2 kids deep, and you're married, and you're in this career, and you're just now figuring out who you are. Like, how? How? How'd you make it this far? And I'm happy to say, I did it. And it's definitely possible. And I was there where I was very low. I was very insecure. I was depressed. I didn't have any confidence. I was just kind of on autopilot, to be honest with you. I was on autopilot, and what happens when you're on autopilot? That gas went out and you just drop, you crack, and you turn into like this black hole, and you have to have enough discipline to kind of pick yourself out. And that's what I had to do. I was the worst, especially last year. I was in the worst state. I was being ugly to my kids. I was being very ugly to my husband, my family. I was very ugly to myself. I just didn't know. I kept wanting to be this person in the past. Oh, I need to be this person again. I need to be that person. Then I would blame everything. Like, if I didn't have kids, then my body would look like this, and I would have still acted like this, and I would have done this, and I would have been able to do this. It just kind of became like this self-blame thing, But really, I was hurt, and I was angry, and I was upset at myself because I just didn't know who I was. And what I learned is that you can never be who you were. You can only be who you are now, We grow constantly, we change, and we develop, and that's great. That's amazing. And a lot of people think like, oh, you switched up, like that's bad. Like, no, that's good. You need to switch up. You can't stay complacent. You know what I mean? And that was my thing. I thought that I needed to be that same person in order to feel free and live. But like I said, what happened was that now other aspects of my life were kind of just suffering. My children, husband, work, school, everything was kind of just like, ugh, I don't care. Like, whatever, I don't care. So I would sit in my bed and kind of just scroll Instagram and screenshot pictures, look at people, feel worse. And it kind of just became a point where it was just like, what are you going to do? Because you're living a life that you don't like because of you. So you need to figure it out. Because now I have people depending on me, and I have myself depending on me. And it was one of the hardest challenges that I've ever had to do. I had to take 30 days. Sounds crazy. I had to take 30 days and kind of do a detox. I completely cut out social media. I completely cut out entertainment. I cut out so many things, and I sat there, and I'm very strategic, so I like to write lists. And I wrote down everything, the smallest thing you could think of, write it down on a paper because it all has a purpose. Every quality of myself, I wrote it down, and I was like, you know what? We're going to tackle it. So once I wrote everything down, I would highlight one, and that whole day or 2 or 3 days or how many days it took for me to overcome it or really practice on it until it synced in my head, that's what I did. For example, if I'm insecure, okay, what is it going to take for me to be secure? What things make me feel insecure? What am I insecure about? Write it down. Body, weight, hair, whatever it is. How am I going to fix this? How am I going to fix that? And then you start making implements and you start making plans, because really it's completely restructuring your brain. A lot of us are kind of in this self-blaming. We are all in this self-blaming mentality, to be honest with you. It's easier for us to just blame ourselves and sit in our misery instead of kind of work. You got to work for it. You got to work for yourself. My journey also took myself on dates. Sounds weird, but it helps. You have to get to learn who you are again. Like, hi, my name is Sadiyah, and I like doing this, and I like this, and I like that, but I don't like this. But you have to learn yourself. It's like when you're dating a partner for potential marriage. You want to know who they are. You want to know, do you guys click? Do you guys vibe? Is there conflict? You have to do that with yourself, and you have to be willing to do that with yourself. Sometimes you got to cut your friends off. I went a whole month without talking to my friends. I was like, I can't right now. When I come back and my mind is centered and I'm able to just be grounded and our conversations no longer align to who I am now, I can't even be your friend anymore. I can't hang out with you. And unfortunately, it was the majority of my friends, I'm going to be honest with you, that I could no longer hang out with, that it was kind of just a hi and bye, or I'm busy, I'm sorry type of situation. But I'm in such a great place now. And it's very hard and it's very difficult because I'm of different races, and I came to America when I was 8. I lived in Sudan and I lived in Nigeria, and coming to America by myself was kind of just, it was very hard. It was very different. You're in a whole different environment. It's a complete culture shock, language barrier. You're the outcast. You have an accent. You know what I'm saying? You wear hijab. Just everything is completely different, right? And I kind of use that to kind of just force myself to fit in everywhere I go. Okay? And I guess the problem with that is I didn't really know who I was. Like, you can't go hang out with the Arabs when you're mixed because, look, I look black. I have black curly hair. So it was like I wasn't accepted with them. Then I go with the black girls, and it's like, you're not even black. So they made me feel like I wasn't accepted with them also. And I was kind of just faking it, to be honest. Like, faking it. If I'm going to hang out with this crew, I got to act like this and say this and dress like this. And if I hang out with that crew, I got to do the same thing. And it becomes tired and you become overwhelmed. So going my entire life like that, all the way up until college, was very stressful. Because now when it took me time to regain who I am, I didn't know where to begin. Like, where do I fucking begin? Like, I can't think back to when I was 8 because, you know, that's when I really knew who I was. But society messed me up and conditioning messed me up and so much happened. So in this journey, I got married, and that takes a little part of you away because now you're responsible for someone else also. Then I had a kid, and that kind of just sucked me dry. Then I had another kid, and it's just like, yo, I'm gone. Like, I'm gone. Like, who I really am deep down in there is just gone. Because how do you come back from that? How do you come back from 2 children? How do you come back from a husband? How do you come back from 10 plus years of faking it? Because you couldn't fit in, because you didn't know who you were. Excuse the noise. I clearly have children. So that was very hard, and that's why I really did become disciplined and took these 30 days to really focus on who I am. Like I said, I cut out social media, I cut out entertainment, I took myself on a date, I wrote lists. I was determined because I don't want to feel like a lost mother and wife. Like, how did that happen? Like, you know, I can't be lost in all aspects. Do you know what I mean? It really took a lot of time. It took a lot of patience. It took a lot of dedication. I even watched YouTube videos on becoming confident, X, Y, and Z. But really, what really helped me is writing my list and really looking at myself in a different lens. Some things I struggled with after having my kids was, you know, the body change. The whole body completely changes. And I had to sit in the mirror and look at myself naked every single day and every single night for at least 20 minutes. I just had to do it because I needed to learn to love this new body. This new body's not going anywhere, and I have to learn to love it. There's no way around it. I can't sit and cry and hope that one day I can go and get this done and get that done. Like, I have to sit there and I have to learn to love every piece of who I am. I'm talking about hair. I'm talking about my round basketball head. I'm talking about my African nose. I'm talking about my thick fingers. Like, I had to just sit there and I had to learn to love every single piece of me, because when you love it, God, then you can work on it, and then it's just so much easier when you love yourself. So much easier. It's so much freaking easier, and it's hard at first. You sit and you cry and you look at yourself in the mirror, you're like, what the fuck is this? Like, where did I go wrong? Why do I look like this? I'm on Instagram and I see her and she has 5 kids and she looks like that and she does this, and I just sit on the couch Kids are running around. I'm upset. I'm on Instagram. I got an attitude. It was just all bad. But God, you gotta become proactive in yourself. You have to become proactive in yourself. That's it, because you're your biggest advocate. How can I advocate for my kids and my family if I can't advocate for myself? You know what I'm saying? It made no sense to me. I had to literally figure out who I am. Then I had to figure out how to love myself, how to accept myself. And then once you figure that out, then you have to put yourself back into society. Like, okay, here's the biggest test. You took those 30 days and you think you know who you are. You think you know what you like. And, oh, you like your body now. And you got self-confidence now. Like, here, let's put you back with society and let's see how you do. That's the biggest test. That's the most important test. Because if I can walk around in society and I can be who I am and not give a fuck and say this is who I am, I'm a great person, I'm a loving person, I go all in, you know, I'm not going to change how I look, how I dress, how I act, how I speak to please anyone else, because this is who I truly am and I accept it, then you have passed the ultimate test. You've honestly passed the ultimate test. If you can do that and look at yourself in the mirror and be around people of different races with different hair color, different eye color, different dress differently, and have a conversation and not feel like, fuck, I just want to go home. Oh my God. Oh my God, I need to go on a diet. Oh my God, I need to go straighten my hair. Oh my God, my nose is so big, I want surgery. Oh my God, If you're in a room and you're no longer doing that, then you've passed. You are definitely on a great lane. Like, that's amazing. And don't think because you passed that you're done. Like, oh, I'm done. I hanged around Ashley and Brittany and whoever and I passed. I'm done. I've made it, you know? No. Self-identity is a journey that's going to continue to happen every single day. Every single day you learn new things. You learn to love new things. You learn to just experience different things, and that's going to continue to help you grow. But what you don't want is to start going backwards. Do you know what I mean? I hope my story has helped somebody. I really do. I feel like if I had an outlet like this to kind of go and watch while I was there, I feel like I would have had all different friends, different experiences. I feel like I would have just been a completely different person, period. Do you know what I mean? And the fact that this is happening right now, this recording to be on this website to help this project, it's crazy. It's beyond me, because we're in the millennial age where we're all influenced. Unfortunately, everything is influencing us, and be able to come here and share our story and say, look, I was here and I went through this and I was this and I came out and now I'm okay, you know, and I'm working and I'm building is amazing. And I'm so freaking proud and happy that Natasha Tofa, like, this is amazing. I'm proud of you. This is crazy, you know? This is definitely going to help people, and I'm excited to continue to watch these segments and to be able to pass them along and share them to other women, young college students, mothers, wives, older women. Like, this literally benefits everyone, because now people are still afraid to be who they are. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to be who I am. So I really do hope that this really has helped someone. Self-identity is going to take time. It's going to take time, but staying true to who you are and knowing that you're different, that's your power. That's your beauty. Who you are, it's only you. This world is full of so many people, and there's only one you. So you have to stay who you are, because everyone else is gone. They're all taken. They already have bodies. These personalities already have bodies. We can't have two of you and two of you and two of you. There's only one you, and that's your beauty. You have to really learn to accept that, and that's when you'll win, you know? So again, thanks for listening. I hope it wasn't too long. I hope you guys kept up with my pace. Thanks. Bye.